The biggest weekend of the year has arrived, I feel, and the Marvel fans feel, because it's Venom's weekend. And it's going to be competing with A Star Is Born, so it's going to be a heck of a weekend. I think Venom's going to be number one and A Star Is Born will be number two. And coming out in a handful of theaters, I believe like 34 theaters, The Hate U Give. We'll probably catch up with that one soon. I wonder what movie you just saw. What's that in your hand? Venom.
This is a little comic, I think, that
Okay.
they gave us to go with the movie.
Nice.
Little,
I didn't think you were a Marvel girl.
I am oh yeah, I am
Okay.
I'm a very big Marvel girl. Yes, love comics,
Okay.
so all about the comics. I don't know that Venom is necessarily my favorite of the Marvel characters,
Right.
but this actually was probably one of the better Venom movies I've seen, although there were huge bits of canon that they just completely ignored, and they probably had to, because...
Can I ask you a dumb question? Because I'm uninformed. Not ignorant, but uninformed.
Yes.
What do you mean that's the best Venom movie you saw?
They've tried to do Venom things in the past.
They did?
Yeah, there was an earlier movie, I think. I don't remember it well. When Marvel gave the rights to Sony,
Right.
I think part of what was in some of those, rights was that so they had to keep putting out movies every once in a while.
Okay, I remember that.
And so, yeah, because I know
Right.
they've done some really bad movies just to get something out there to keep the rights.
Because you just jogged my memory. There were a couple of movies called Venom, but they had nothing to do with
Yep.
superheroes. Believe me.
Yeah.
One was like a horror movie, and actually they were both horror movies. And one was about a black mamba snake on the loose. This is not that.
Yeah, no,
This is a
not
Marvel
that at all.
universe.
The kind of Marvel universe. It isn't done by Marvel Studios. It's
It
done by
isn't?
Sony. Yeah, it's done by Sony rather than Marvel Studios.
Okay.
Having said that, though, they have taken some of their lessons from the things that Marvel Studios has done.
Right.
So you do get, your Stan Lee cameo. You do get 2 bits at the end of the credits. So after the first one,
Tell everybody
all the way through to the end.
you have to stay all the way to the end.
Yeah, to get the second bit, which is actually quite long for one of these. It probably ran for a minute or two.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
It's very
Something
cool.
to look forward to.
And you'll have a good previews of the upcoming Spider-Universe
Right.
comic movie they're doing.
Does this have anything to do with Spider-Man? Does this come from?
Originally, I was gonna say they ignored a big chunks of canon. The big part of that was that originally Venom was Spider-Man's costume.
Right.
And that's how we got like the Spider-Man eyes. You see, even in the current Venom.
Venom is a do-gooder. He's not a do-bad.
No. He's an anti-hero. He's absolutely an anti-hero. That's the reason Spider-Man originally got rid of him, because he realized...
No, I mean here in this one.
Yeah, in this one, he's still something of an anti-hero.
Okay.
Some of the parts that I didn't like about this were the fact that he took out a whole squad of SWAT team at one point.
Right.
And that, I'm sorry, you don't do that and then at the end of the movie just walk away and resume your life. even if because, oh, come on, it's like they knew it was Brock at that point.
Right,
They
right.
had plenty of info that he was at that scene and an earlier crime scene. It's like there's no way he would have just walked away from all of that.
Right.
Which he does in this movie, but he's an anti-hero, so yeah, he does bad things that.
So you enjoyed it.
For the most part, I enjoyed it, but like I say, that was kind of the one thing that, even if he's going to be an anti-hero,
Right.
you can't. The argument we're only going to kill bad guys should have become much earlier in the movie than it did.
Okay. Do we say what the movie's about real quick? Just a quick sum it up.
For those that don't know,
Right.
Eddie Brock is a down-on-his-heels reporter who ends up getting on the bad guy's bad side and
Right.
ends up breaking up with his girlfriend for various reasons right at the beginning of the movie. And being down on his luck, he wants to, kind of take down this bad guy.
Right.
And eventually finds out that this bad guy has been experimenting on people with these symbiotes that he brought back from space, and ends up getting one inside of him.
Right.
And
No spoilers.
well, that's hardly a spoiler. That should be anybody but coming to this movie probably will know that right off the bat.
All Marvel
But it's
fans.
everything that happens afterwards.
Right.
All the fight scenes are really good. a lot of time with fight scenes, the problem is that the action is so frenetic you can't tell what's happening.
Right.
And while this is very fast-paced, once it gets going, which admittedly is a good hour into it before you even see Venom.
Right.
Once it gets going, it's a pretty good roller coaster ride after that, and you can still see, track everything that's happening.
Right.
Even though there's still a lot going on.
Okay. And Tom Hardy, he's good.
Yeah. He did pretty good as a Brock. He's really
All right,
well,
good.
right?
Anything else you want to add? Any thoughts?
If you have a rogue maverick reporter who is known for hitting deep, you do not send him to do a puff piece on a bad guy.
Gotcha.
It's the other bit of stupidity at the beginning of this. I don't know an editor in the world who would have sent Brock out on that assignment, but he did.
Right.
So,
Okay.
There you go.
All right, cool. All right, that's it.
That's it.
Thank you so
Enjoy.
much. Thank you. I'm gonna. Good afternoon, guys. You just saw Venom. You said I was gonna get an honest review. Do I sense some negativity?
No, it was a really good movie. I loved it. It was great, but it was really predictable. But it was really funny.
Don't upset the Marvel fans.
I loved it.
The movie was awesome. But Venom's role, shut this guy off. Venom's role was towards parts of the movie was very for lack of a better term, not well spoken.
Okay. Tom Hardy.
I don't know what that guy is.
Okay.
He's the most handsome actor ever.
Steven Seagal.
So you guys liked it?
Yeah, it was
I was worried there for a second. A lot of action, doesn't disappoint. Marvel fans.
definitely a lot of
It was a great
action.
movie, man. It was a great
Yeah,
movie.
it was good.
What's it about? Just for the uninformed.
First of all, what do you think they meant? Second of all, so
No, I mean for anybody who might not know what it's about.
it's about Venom. He's an alien.
Right.
Comes up here.
Right.
Has a little whatever parasite they were called or whatever.
Right.
He takes over a human host.
Okay.
And he looks for a proper host. He goes and he tries to take over the world with him and his Venom squad.
Okay.
But what happens is he ends up falling in love with Earth and the human lifestyle.
Right.
And decides to say, you know what, I want to be part of Earth and not bring my people over here to take over Earth. So
Okay.
he goes and fights his leader, you know? Imagine like one of Kim Jong-un's guys going and taking over Kim Jong-un, busting his head open. Something like that.
It's like the human rivalry and the alien rivalry come into
Right.
play, which is really cool too.
I swear to God, Spider-Man could never beat him. That was ridiculous.
So are you guys super Marvel fans or no?
Not super, but I like the...
Super. Yeah, I like it though.
Will the diehard Marvel fans be pleased?
Yeah, they would.
Okay, cool.
should be.
Because I am, so.
All right. And by the way, thanks for doing this and welcome to my channel. It's called Opening Weekend. I hope you subscribe.
I would like to shout out It's Thatgoon.com. It's Thatgoon at Big Bang Vault Studios, located at Robert Street, Middletown, New York.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, man. You guys, smart moviegoers, you just saw Venom, huh?
Yeah.
How was it?
was
You look
actually-
satisfied,
Very satisfied.
right?
Yeah. I think it was gonna be as good as it was.
But why do you have to eat heads? That's
What do you mean? Oh, is that what he does?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
eats head. He eats heads.
We're not giving away any spoilers, though. Is it
No.
R-rated?
Honestly, I didn't even. It didn't seem like it was. No.
It's probably
'Cause
PG-13.
I am concerned with the heads.
Was it everything you expected or better?
Something better for sure.
Yeah?
Like doing something else instead of.
It was really good.
Are you a Super Marvel fan?
Yeah.
So all questions answered, nothing.
Well, it was a little, that for me, I read the comic books.
Right.
And Venom's supposed to come from the same planet as where the Fantastic Four
Right.
originated from.
Okay.
So in the movie, it's not really from that planet. It's from Comet.
Right.
So that threw me off a little bit.
Okay.
So I guess they went off a little bit, but it was still great.
Okay. Cool. Just for anybody who might not know, anybody who's like living under a rock, what's the movie about? Just real quick, like 10 seconds.
It's about a symbiote that takes a host,
Right.
but it needs a perfect host, and the gentleman in the movie is Eddie.
Right.
And
Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy.
Right.
He's his perfect host.
Okay.
So that's the only way it can live. If it lives within somebody that's not compatible.
Right.
It just starts devouring on the side.
Okay. Is he a crime fighter, a do-gooder, or is he confused?
He's actually a do-gooder.
Okay.
Yeah, that was odd.
Yeah.
He's actually, in the end, he actually saved the world.
Okay. I hate to appear like I don't know what I'm talking about. 'Cause I probably don't, but what I know it has something to do with Spider-Man.
Yes. I mean,
It's like a switcheroo.
a what?
Switcheroo.
A
From red
switcheroo?
to
A
blue.
switcheroo.
Yeah,
We're not
he-
giving anything away though.
No.
Okay, good.
He doesn't use no webs or nothing like Spider-Man.
Right.
But he is an enemy of Spider-Man. So
Okay.
I
I was
rather
expecting to
like
hear.
Spider-Man.
I was expecting maybe the next part 2 of Venom be
Right.
about Spider-Man, but they actually gave a small clip at the end.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Through the end credits, you got to stay.
Yes.
Otherwise, you don't know what you're gonna miss. Right.
Yes, and then they gave a little hint about Carnage.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Carnage is the next. It's an enemy of Venom,
Right.
but I guess they're gonna duel it out.
Okay. So you got to stay through the end credits, or else you're gonna miss something.
Yes.
And you were
Yeah.
pleased. It's a good
Very-
review.
Very pleased.
Good.
Very
All right.
pleased.
Awesome, man.
I would suggest it to anybody.
Awesome. I appreciate you doing it, man.
No problem.
Okay. So this gentleman just saw Venom, one of the many, right?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, can I tell you real quick? It's on the top of my head. I just heard it. Venom broke a record. Do you realize they start showing not on Fridays? They don't do that anymore. They start the movie. They start showing it like Thursday nights.
No, I wasn't aware.
Well, they start showing it Thursday nights. Like 7, 8 o'clock, whatever, and it broke a record. It made 10 million just Thursday night.
I could believe it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's your review?
I mean, I could believe that they broke records because the commercials and the hype around it was
Right.
pretty big.
Right.
So it sets your expectations. Seeing it, comparing it to other, movies of this sort that I've seen.
Are you a big Marvel guy?
Oh, huge Marvel guy. I've seen every movie that there is. I actually watched Guardians of the Galaxy before watching the last Avengers movie because I hadn't seen them and I wanted to be brought up to speed.
Right.
So I can kind of know everything that was going on.
Right.
And comparing it to those, I don't think it necessarily stands up.
Okay. Fair enough.
There was a lot of action, which was great for
Right.
any movie, speaking from a guy's perspective.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it lived up to the hype or the bar that I had set based on the reviews, the commercials, and trailers that I've seen.
The reviews weren't that great. I hate to say it. Right.
Yeah.
So, not great.
It wasn't great. The action was good. A lot of if you're into action, it's great for that.
How's this Tom Hardy guy? Any good?
Oh yeah, I'm a fan of Tom Hardy.
Okay.
I'm a very big fan of Tom Hardy. But I feel as though just the portrayal of Venom, personality-wise,
Right.
was it based on what I've seen from the cartoons. It wasn't something that I knew Venom to be.
Right.
The dialogue kind of didn't live up to what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But if you're into action, it's something that you would see. Would I recommend it to someone who's trying to look for a total package? Probably not.
But it wasn't the worst thing you saw.
No.
Okay.
Wasn't the worst. Wasn't the best in
So-
terms of Marvel and things like that.
Just okay? Just so-so? Or
Yeah.
Or you could have made it, maybe looking back.
If I was ranking it out of a 5-star being the top, I'd probably give it 2.5.
So if you knew what you knew now, like 2 hours ago, would you wait for the DVD or whatever?
Probably watch it on Fire Stick.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Fair enough. I appreciate the honesty.
you got it.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies. You saw A Star Is Born just now
Yes.
Yes.
with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Great.
Tell me all about it.
Awesome. I don't even know what else to say, and I can't even stop crying because.
Crying, was it sad?
Oh,
my
God, the ending. Yes.
Okay.
amazing.
Oh, no spoilers. We don't want to
don't
spoil it
wanna
for
give it
anyone.
away.
Spoilers, but oh my goodness,
It was a tearjerker.
I can't wait to see it again.
Okay, how is Lady Gaga? Has she ever been in a movie before?
I don't remember.
I've never seen her. in a
Probably
movie.
not.
She was
awesome.
Good. So her first right out of the barrel.
Oh, yes. Awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
Um,
Love her.
Just in case anybody doesn't know, it's a remake of. It's been remade a couple times, right?
Yes.
Judy Garland. That's before my
Wasn't
time.
the first one Barbara Streisand?
That was the one.
I was just going to say, 1976,
Yes.
Chris Christopherson, Barbara Streisand.
That
Yes.
was. I remember seeing that years
Me
ago.
too.
Yes.
Awesome. How does this compare?
This was better.
Better.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
So it's a
Me.
step in the right direction.
Yes, it was.
They were both
excellent.
great, and I didn't expect it to compare,
No,
but
no.
I'm just amazed.
Yes.
Amazed. It's
Real
incredible.
quick, Thank you. Real quick before you go, there's some comedians in the cast, which surprises me. This is just for me. Andrew Dice Clay, Dave Chappelle. How are they? They're in the supporting cast.
I couldn't even tell you.
I'm
so sad right now.
I know we are. We were just focused on Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
Awesome. Do you want to just say what the movie's about, just in case anybody doesn't know and they might want to see it, but they're on the fence?
It's a love
What's the
story.
basic plot?
It's these two people that come together and are
Music,
just
yes.
Okay.
can't live without each other.
Is one of them a singer?
They both are.
They both are?
Yes.
They both
Okay.
are. I was surprised
And
to
just
hear
amazing
Bradley
together.
sing.
Yeah.
He was excellent.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really love Lady Gaga. Though.
Yeah, she was
awesome.
awesome.
And I love
All right,
the
a
way she
totally
looked
good
in this
review.
movie.
Yes, but
All right.
Bradley Cooper's not bad to look at. He just melts me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Together they were amazing.
They were.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
They were.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I really
you.
appreciate you coming
Thank
on.
you.
Thank you.